taking numbers off the fire trucks?
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. That check, will you make a note in the minutes that I can find that check? I'm very sorry. Just, that was right the end of the road. I'm sorry to bring that up.
Have the numbers been taken off the fire trucks?
Some.
Okay, well, that's illegal. That's definitely, that's defacing public property because according to Mark Zangi of the prosecutor's office, I spent an hour in his office today, you cannot make any permanent changes to those trucks. You can't take lights off of one truck, put on another truck. You can put the equipment in the compartments any way you want, but if you take anything off of those trucks permanent, that is defacing public property and it's a crime. So those trucks still belong to Madison Township, whether you want them to or not. So.
They still say Madison Township on them.
Yes, you're defacing them, taking the lettering off of them.
Mark Van Buren told me to do
I don't care what Mark Van
correctly.
Buren don't run this place. The township trustees run this place. So Mark Van Buren don't have the authority to tell you you're allowed to deface our property.
So we need to get the numbers put back on the trucks.
Well, we need to do something because when we get those trucks back, those trucks have to be in the same shape as they were when they took them.
Or better.
According to Zangi. Cannot make any changes at all to those trucks without the trustees okay them. Those trucks belong to the taxpayers of Madison Township, and they're calling me wanting to know why you're taking the lettering off of them. So.
Why did you take that up?
Madison Fire Department no longer exists.
It's going to exist in about a year and a half, so.
But was it
We want our
because like
trucks
there was
back
a
in the shape we're
conflict of 2 and 2, 1 and 1?
No, we left Madison Township on it, but you know they're actually marked different numbers now, so there's no such thing as Medic 109 or Medic 108 or.
You have to get the okay from the township trustees because we're responsible for the equipment. So, can't do nothing to those trucks. You can't take lights off of one truck and put on another truck. You can't do nothing permanent. And that came exactly from Mark Zangi from the prosecutor's office. I was there today.
So when you have lights that go out, you want to just buy them?
Well, then you have to come and get the okay to take the lights off of them. They belong to us. They don't belong to you. You're allowed to use them. I also have a equipment use agreement here that came, I can't find the one that's signed. This is one Mark Zangi gave me, and number 9 says, township equipment and or vehicles subject to this agreement shall be used by the Hanover Volunteer Fire Department exclusively for the provision of fire and EMS services within Madison Township, Licking County, Ohio, or as may be required for mutual aid purposes within Licking County. Township equipment and or vehicles subject to this agreement shall not be used by Hanover Volunteer Fire Department for the provision of fire and EMS services outside of Madison Township unless it is for mutual aid purposes within Licking County, Ohio. And I got that right from Mark Zangi today, so I can't find the signed one, so it's mysteriously missing from the records. This is the only one that he gave me. And if this contract is the right contract, then you can't take our medic and have it sent down in your station and your township or your fire station. So unless somebody comes up with a signed agreement, because it's nowhere to be found. I've been searching for it for a couple of months.
Have you seen it, Jennifer, anywhere in the...
No, she was having me search for it. But that's the one I went in today about 12:30 and talked to Mark Zangi. Got this stuff from Mark Zangi.
So basically what he's saying is if you alter the trucks, you need to come in and ask for permission
That's
first.
all,
So
yeah,
like if
yeah.
you want to change lights or something, just come in
And then
and
he
say,
says-
hey, this is the reason why.
And then what he said we should do then is tell you if you alter them that when we get the trucks back, you have to put them back in the condition they were in when you got them through the lease. So, and I don't know whether anybody's got the contract that's signed, but we can't find it. This is the only, that's what he gave me. He looked through all his computer, and that's the contract that he gave me. So. All that equipment, that turnout gear, all that stuff. If we open this fire department back up, you have to give us the gear back in the same shape it was in when you took it.
It hasn't gone nowhere though.
Now that turnout gear is all missing the last time I was in there. There was no turnout gear installed the last time I was in there, and of course I'm not allowed in there, so.
Well, that's because I put it somewhere else where I wanted it.
Okay, well, that's gonna be my next,
What's the matter of taking it? It's just moving it to a better location.
okay, well, what I want is an inspection of the trucks and equipment at your convenience.
inspection.
I wanna be able to see, I wanna enter the firehouse to view the trucks and see what condition they're in, and I wanna see any of the equipment that belongs to Madison Township. So it says that, we can do that in this, contract, so.
You guys are here Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Yes.
So when, you want me to make an appointment with you, or just stop down and knock on the door, or?
Just let me know.
It also says here that I can request I want a list of driver's license numbers from, everybody that's allowed to drive our trucks. That's, number 4 on the contract. So, when can I get that? It says right
You
there,
as in Madison Township, or you
A
as
ballot
in Joseph?
shall provide the township with
Okay.
proof if requested by the
Okay.
township.
So then when you get that,
So I
you
want a
go
list of people's names and their driver's license numbers
to put in
My
the
chair's
file for
broke.
the township,
I would offer you
put
that
in the
one
file
too,
for
but
the
it's
township.
broke.
not just for the personal use.
No, not for my personal use, for the township. Okay. Thank you. Just pick a time, I don't care when it is, at your convenience. I mean, call me or you tell me when you're gonna be here and I'll come and meet you here. So I don't care, as long as I know a day or so ahead of time.
At the last meeting, did we look into getting people on staff in this department more often than the weekend?
I think it increased today, didn't it?
What are you asking?
The past 5 months, I've had 2 phone calls, and one was my house and on the weekend. You guys are there in no time flat, it seemed like. And then
What do
2
you
months
live at?
later, Butler Road. 2 months later, we called it now mom and dad are around the corner, and it took like 10 minutes. All things different than from my point of view was,
On the way
weekend
out
you're
on
staffed, during the week you're not staffed here.
Monday through Fridays for 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Here.
here.
Okay.
And Saturdays and Sundays for 24 hours a day. We may have been out on another call, they may have been doing a job for me within the community, I don't know. You gotta tell me when that was if you want me to look into it. What was that?
It was your dad, right?
Yeah.
It was after, you're coming out of station two.
Station
We,
two.
we had a medic come out, yeah, we had a medic come out here.
Oh, no,
so
station, this
station.
station is the one.
we were coming out of the village.
Okay.
So if you have other unfinished business?
Yeah, we no longer have a fire prevention officer, so we have to do something about that thing too, because that contract expired 13th of June, so.
Do you have a copy of that, saying you provide that to you?
It's not in agreement, yes.
Does it, did he say then, does it go month to month?
Well, that contract, the fire contract rolled over, that one don't roll over, he said that one ended the 13th of June, because it actually was supposed to end the 13th of July, but the date was wrong on it.
But did he have to say, would it go month to month after if?
You can do it any way you want to do it. You can do it month to month, you can do a year, you can do anything you want. It's a contract, so you can make the contract 1 month, 10 years, if that's what you want to do.
Any discussion on that at this time?
I want to advertise for resumes and interview people for the job. He was in breach of contract 10 of the 11 months. It says right in there that he's supposed to provide us quarterly reports, and he's supposed to, him or one of his representatives is supposed to show up at the township meetings.
Who's that? Who's that?
You can feel free to turn in one too. I don't have a problem with it. I mean, he signed a contract and it says right in there that he's supposed to provide his quarterly, reports, and, supposed to have him or his designee, show up to the township meeting.
Well, I believe, you know, the times that Ryan had conflict of work schedule, that he provided that information to the administrator, which that was provided on to us at the meeting.
That does not honor the contract, because, either Mark Van Buren's working for us or he's working for him. He can't be his designee and us be paying him at the same time. So,
There's also other reports that were supposed to be down too that I requested that I have not received.
Do they exist as public
no,
records?
they don't
They're
exist
supposed
because he was
to.
supposed to do them and he didn't do
They-
them. So.
I mean, I don't know, I can't speak to that because I don't know what your requests were. Do you have those?
Well, I
Question.
made the request, but I never got them. But there's supposed to be reports that are done at least quarterly that apparently have not been done because they have not been provided.
Check into that.
I requested it for Mark twice, and Jennifer tried to find it and could not find it. So that's why I asked Mark twice and have not received a response yet.
The quarterly reports were just what, run stats?
Yep.
And safety, inspections and
Pre-planning and fire
Training.
prevention education.
Hanover accepts public money, so they have to honor record requests. And none of the record requests, including record requests from our attorneys, have been ignored. And Mr. Spielman told me that he did send them to our attorney, but we checked with our attorney. Our attorney never received them.
And I did check with her again. I just spoke with her last week and she still has not received them.
Hey Greg, while you're here, this gentleman right here, Kenny Mills, he did that for me and he sent it. So, I don't know what to tell you about how your attorney didn't get her paperwork, but it was done.
Well, if you can,
Send us a copy of it then, because
I don't
I
have a
just
copy of
spoke
it anymore, I
to
don't
her.
keep that stuff.
I just spoke to
Well,
her.
the law requires you to keep it for
you
5 years.
have to keep your record request.
You fall under a public, you fall under public records, 5 years, you have to
One
keep all
person
the
at a
records.
time here.
Okay.
I have a copy of the
Are
roster,
you-
but I don't have
are you,
proof that he sent it, is what I'm saying.
Are you familiar with the sunshine law?
Then resend it.
I have a
Since,
copy
since
of what
more than
they-
80% of your money is generated from tax dollars, even if you weren't a public entity, you're an incorporated fire department, more than 80% of your money, you fall under the sunshine law, which means you have to keep all records for 5 years.
I said I remember the roster, I don't remember the fax paperwork approved that I sent, is what I meant to
Okay,
say.
well,
So I
it
don't
seems
have
kind of
proof.
funny that they've all gotten lost, though, because there's a whole bunch of people in here that's requested records from you, and you haven't not honored not one of them. You can't, you're gonna sit here and tell me that every one of them got lost?
Prove that I have it.
I don't have to prove you have them. All I have to do is go to court with the copies of the papers.
We have emails going to you from Nick Garber showing that there were record requests.
And that was the one I sent.
Hmm?
We need to go ahead and get back to
Did you
the
send-
agenda of the
Yes.
meeting. I guess the
Okay.
gist of the
By
point
email?
is that we're without a fire
fax or
prevention
email?
officer.
I don't remember.
The
Okay.
contract expired.
With fax or email.
So is there a motion
Like I
to
told you.
appoint an interim fire prevention officer
So
for
you-
Madison Township?
So Nick lost them and our lawyer lost them.
We sent them, I don't know who got them.
So everybody's losing them.
To retain Brian on a month-to-month basis as our prevention officer until we advertise or whatever to keep us within the law.
Is there a second to the motion? I'll second the motion.
Yes. Are you gonna,
I think
I got what? There's no hard feelings.
no, nothing.
That's why there's
But
three of us.
there-
There's three of us up here.
No,
yeah, we need to continue to work together with the good. of
if
the
it's gonna be
township.
month-to-month, what's our next move?
We gotta advertise this. We're gonna
Okay,
advertise
that needs
this.
to be made in a motion.
I make a motion, we advertise for a resume. How long you wanna advertise?
I think we need to probably have an executive session to talk about some of the particulars that are probably employment related.
A second.
We go ahead and finish conducting our business and then have the executive session prior to the end of the meeting. Chief Spellman, did you wanna talk? Do you have anything you'd like to say?
Yeah, there's a few things. Let me move over, they'll switch seats. I feel like I'm down in the valley with these two.
Well, come up front here so we can see it.
You can see me. Okay, as of today, there's been 93 runs for Hanover. I'm sorry, I didn't think to write that down just for Madison. In Madison Township in June, there was 28. Year to date, I've done 4 inspections. Let's see. Just a quick overview for people that didn't get it. Current staffing is 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday. There's 2 people here. There's 2 people here 24 hours a day on Saturdays and Sundays. The county is pushing to change the radio system. Does anybody have a question?
I think it's over here.
She was talking to me.
The county's pushing to go to the MARC system. It's been a long time coming. So I went to EMA and told them that there's just not enough money to get all these hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of radio. So I was able to get, you can't call it a grant, we call it partnership between myself and EMA, but we got about $62,000 in radios that's being bought for us. MARC's equipment that's going to help us communicate countywide. So if you break it down, I brought it's just under $24,000 into Madison Township in new radio equipment that you guys will not have to purchase through working with EMA. We probably will still have to buy some stuff at some point, but that gets the ball rolling and communication will be fairly good at that point to get us rolling. If Doug is right and Madison does come back, and whenever it is, those radios will go back to Hanover. I had a few things on. I gave Jody a request from a company called PAR.
And I did bring it to the last meeting, but we weren't in a position to talk about it, so I just kept it until this meeting.
Let me find it. I just had it. It's PAR. It's PARR. They're out of Columbus. Since we're not using the old engine, we don't think it's safe, and we don't think it's a good idea to put more money in than it's worth. I told you guys a long time ago that it was going to be out of service. PAR, we would like PAR to come in and take all the expensive lights off of that engine and put them on the rescue. I believe at the time, the township spent probably $15,000 to $20,000 on those lights. There's no sense of leaving them on that truck. It would really be beneficial to have all this stuff on the rescue, for sure. Just take the old style lights off, put the new lights on it. The quote was $26.20 to do that. I don't know how you guys want to appropriate stuff, but I personally think it's a good idea. I think letting those lights hang off of that truck is really a waste of your efforts. It's a waste of your money to do that. So, is that something you guys table to the next month? Is it something you want to discuss? How does that break down for you guys? Because
This is technically out of service and not being used. It just seems to me it makes sense to transition that equipment to.
I mean, we're putting it back on a truck that it needs to be on, so it's the right thing to do. It's the only real thing to do to make the rescue better.
What's your thoughts on that?
But you're not doing any permanent damage to it, you're just taking the lights off of it, putting it on the other truck, right?
Yeah, we'll take the good stuff off that old green engine and put it on the rescue. So the old lights on the rescue will be off permanently, but you have good LED lights that'll benefit you on the scenes, and not to mention you have a really good light bar on that truck, because the one that's on is just an old rotator, which is not the brightest, best quality in this day.
And that's coming from one Madison truck to another Madison.
Yes, it's going from the 102 to the
The green one's the
rescue.
blue one.
Sorry.
Red and blue.
So what do you think? Anybody have any opinions on it, or?
Jody, do you have any concerns about that?
You think?
I'll go ahead and make a motion that we authorize
It's brighter.
Hanover to remove
Hmm?
It'd be brighter
lights
for the
from
rest.
the old engine to the rescue.
You did so.
For the amount of $2,620
Yes, ma'am.
with car.
When can I set that up? It may, did they say they were
How much did it cost?
Hmm?
How much did it cost?
No, ask them.
It hasn't been voted on yet, so you can't set it up.
How much did it cost?
$2,620 to come and take those lights off that truck. If it sits there another year, it's gonna rust
Yes.
out anyhow. The tank's gonna fall off of it. So
PJ had his own business, he could do it for a lot cheaper.
What's that?
PJ, he could do it a lot cheaper.
You might even say Madison Township.
Well, have there
That's,
been competitive bids?
That's a big job and the truck would be out of service for a while if PJ did it. Not saying he
That's
would
the
do it.
thing, they're gonna come and do it quick, so I,
And do it,
But
do
they
it
come in
here
here
on
for that
site.
26
I believe they did say they would come here. What Captain Brown is gonna take the lights off and save, the township like $800. We'll just do that, that way it cuts the cost down.
They said they'll have it about 4 days.
So if it's not here and we have to take it up there, I'll just move a rescue down in its place in the meantime to cover its spot.
So it's been moved and seconded, did you get the roll call vote or?
oh, yes.
Okay.
We good with that? So when can I set that up?
So as you walk out the door,
And what are you saying?
well, you better let her get home. She has to get home and do the purchase order first.
She has to get the purchase
Oh,
order.
well, it won't be.
So as soon as you come in the morning, as soon as
It
you
won't
come
be
to
that
work,
many.
as soon as you wanna call in the morning, the purchase order will be done for you.
I talked to Jody a while back, not to get Karen to, as I run into people, I guess. They asked if we could put some sort of station sign on this building. It looks just like a big white barn. It is a fire department. It is supposed to be a welcoming building. It is a place to stop when you have an emergency. That's why we put a telephone outside, so. And if that quote was $700 some, it's not cheap to make signs, but I was hoping that you all would agree that we need to label this building as such. To make it look welcome to the public.
How big of a sign are you talking? 4x8?
What would it be
But
called?
I don't think that's
What would the
really-
sign say?
I mean, I understand the point you're trying to make, that it needs to be identified, but I don't think that's a top priority for me at tonight's meeting.
Okay.
Get some more information for the next meeting. And where do you wanna put the sign at?
Haven't decided.
What's
We
it
can
gonna
talk about
say?
that.
What's,
What's it
Sign
gonna
is
say?
Madison Township.
It'll have,
It's gonna be Madison.
it'll have Madison Township on it.
We
There's-
painted it last time. They painted the side of the building, they didn't put a sign on it.
There's a sign company off of, Dayton Road behind Wendy's. You might get a quote from them too.
What's the name?
There's a sign back there.
What's it called?
Signs
No,
now.
Signs Now.
Signs Now was where my quote
Yeah,
came
so
from.
that's on my guy,
Okay.
but this one's, yeah, but get it, I'll talk to you.
A while back, I also, I don't know who has this now, I had a couple painting quotes. So we get the back day room and halls and stuff cleaned up, so it looks a little more presentable for people to,
I didn't have those right, I had the lighting quote.
it's been a little while. I remember the quote was like $1,500 to finish. I do remember that. Well, I know I passed it along, so. I mean, if you walk through, the building is, it's run down, I mean, it needs freshened up. I don't think it's uncommon to paint your firehouse.
Seems like a thing.
I don't know.
You're a
Further
painter.
than.
I think really Jason's quite disappointed.
So are you volunteering?
Jason painted it.
Okay, well,
Not do anything else.
We might be able to get it done without.
If you need inside a firehouse painted, if somebody will help me, wait until it cools off a little bit, I'm gonna go in there and paint what's tonight, but it's hot in here, but
I make a motion, we table the painting and the sign.
we'll get it painted.
You might even be able to
Break
get
it.
some high school students.
I just
that
suggest we
Yeah.
table.
I would say,
Community service that they have to use.
yeah, I don't want kids in here that are gonna drip on the floor and paint the ceiling.
No, we're not gonna have that, but if
It's gotta look Madison repeater on Blue Jay Road. I think the county's gonna go down to 2 repeaters. So, I don't know that Madison's repeater on that Blue Jay Road is gonna be effective anymore. I was in talks with the school with Dave Heil, and Dave Heil for a while, and I'm gonna get back to him, but I think maybe if we put up a tower up at the school, which would be a really high peak, and put that repeater on it, would be a lot more better of a tower anyways,
He
and
had
just,
proposed that some time ago, but
yeah.
it met with some resistance, so.
Well, it comes down to money for some people, but we're talking about communication, being able to hear one another, and I think it would be a lot more effective than where it's at now. Once people go to Mark's, things are gonna kinda kick down a little here for high band, what we use now. But we will probably put repeaters in our trucks so we can still use VHF radios to talk on Mark's. So, and that will help greatly.
Do you wanna revisit that with Dave?
I'm gonna talk to him about it. Is there really any opposition about moving it? It's going to be better. I would have to,
Better
we
for
just
the
need a-
safety of the township.
yeah, I mean, it's gonna
Is it
benefit.
gonna be a cost to us, or?
Let me look into monies as far as,
Yeah, that's the only question
That's
I
the
have about it,
question,
so.
you
You
know,
could probably put one up there for the road department radios too, so that you could, talk more on them in the winter time.
that's another benefit
Not too
too.
expensive.
School buses,
The school buses.
schools, I
We
mean,
can all go together.
Send yourself a text message.
We can all use them, put them all up there.
but I don't think there'll be a lot of opposition from the school itself, but.
We'll find out, see what the price is, so.
Reprogramming the radios in the trucks here. What we run into is previous administration put code on. I reprogram radios, but not without that code in. It's gonna cost probably $200-300 per radio to send those into Motorola for them to erase that out and allow us to program the channels we need. But it's not really convenient with about half of the channels that are in there right now. So,
How many radios does that mean?
well, there's a mobile in every truck, makes 2 of the medics, handhelds I fixed. So you're talking, say 9,
6, yes,
9,
about
10
nine,
radios, something like that.
radios.
But, you know, if somebody would get with the administration and ask for them, and give the code for it, then it won't be an issue. We can put in a reprogram, it costs nothing, because I will do that.
If we have to
Township
go.
money.
Okay, well, come to the next meeting and I'll see what I can do.
I stepped out when you guys was paying bills. Was there a contract check cut for? When will that be?
The fire contract, so, I mean, if there's a motion to do it, oh,
Do you have a check?
Will it help?
I just want to what he's talking about. He's talking about the fire contract.
What does the contract say? I need to look at it again myself. What
The
does
contract really, anything, well,
it says 2 checks a year. I knew that.
so I don't have a problem with it whenever you get them, so you're getting them either way, so. She didn't bring it tonight, you have to wait till the next meeting, or actually, I guess if you make a motion, anytime after the 15th, we pay the road, we
Well,
pay
she
Jason.
said she's gonna do the purchase order overnight for the bar
Wait.
thing, can cut another check and.
Yeah, we can meet, or can you wait 2 weeks? Or do you need it?
I can, but we need this money.
Do you have the?
Okay, well, just, I'll bring it around, working.
It just, I'm gonna be closed in the, all afternoon.
Okay,
for
so
surgery,
if I'm
I
gonna
have to
do,
be here in the morning to take the lights.
Well, I mean, if you can get it tomorrow or.
What,
You can sign it.
are you gonna be here, are you gonna be around tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, what I'll do is, can you make that out tonight real quick, or she'll make that out tonight and I'll pick it up. And I'll bring it down, will you have guys here in the morning?
Yes.
I gotta run to town about 8 o'clock, I'll sign it, I'll drop it down, and then you can stop before you go, and then you can just stop at the firehouse, and I'll hold on to it until he gets it. Because for that much money, I don't really wanna leave it in the drawer down here, so. I don't have any problem with signing it. There'll be people at the firehouse, and I'll drop it off at the firehouse right here.
This firehouse.
Yeah, this firehouse right here. So I'll drop it off and it'll happen, so.
Okay,
But I'll be here about 8 in the morning with it, tell them.
okay.
I mean, does that work for you, Jeff? Okay.
last thing is, these medic trucks. I don't know if you wanna wait till they come off the frames or the motors blow up again, but there's some pretty tricky vehicles. I really am undecided whether they're gonna get me at point A to point B someplace. Okay? You know, I know it's been said in the past, you know, Hanover wants the squad. Well, I don't want the squad. I'm getting ready to buy another new one myself for our department. So it's for Madison Township. Your trucks have already costed you more than you'll ever get out of them. So you might as well say there's been some money wasted to keep them on the road the way they are. If you guys are interested in buying one, it saves you guys another $3,000 because I'm buying one now too. So it would save you a few thousand to buy one, but I think in your place where you really got to make something happen because you got a 6-month build time to begin with. So you have money to appropriate funds and do whatever you got to do. I just don't think this township should be without a squad. If something happens with these squads, I won't have enough to, you know, move them around where it would make you happy, I'm sure. So
Just bring your new one up here.
well, if we need to, we will. But in the meantime.
Why the cycle's there.
There's a sign there, hot sitting, I don't know what it is.
No wonder the air conditioner's broke.
I don't know.
They're
what
sure
that
looks
was on my
fine.
head there.
What was that?
What year are they?
What year?
Squad.
Right one, 2001 and
36.
06?
no.
5 or 6.
It's like
For sure,
a
no cost.
2001.
The red one has like 117,000 miles on it, which is astronomical for what we do. If there's any people worried about where it's gonna be, I mean, short of maintenance at one of my stations or breakdown, it'll be here. Like I said, I don't need it. It'll be in the station. You guys can get rid of your other 2, trade them in or sell them outright, and then you'd be back up to 3 good trucks in your township. So, I just hate to see you wait until price, because I don't know what to do when that happens.
Well, I know there's companies that have them available to lease, but it would be the most economical way to do that.
If we went in contract to buy one, and we had a problem in the meantime, I think Ron would give us a demo to use. I know they've done that in the past, that'll help
They've
that
been good to
spot.
us in the past, yeah.
Is there any resale value on it?
You're not gonna get anyone to buy them because they're 6.0 diesel Fords, nobody wants them.
They
Takes a ton of
weren't,
money to keep them
they
running.
weren't, and it's got 117,000 miles on it, somebody's gonna come and look at it and say, well, the motor's worth $1,000. If they take it out of there, if it had a decent motor in it, the rest of it's junk.
We'll be lucky to get 5,000 a piece out.
But
Yeah,
like,
I'm
you can't
surprised
get to
that-
the motors, that's why they're such a pain, you gotta take the whole body off.
Well, they're just beat to death. I mean, the springs and the chassis and everything is beat completely to death on them, so they're not worth anything. Not a whole lot more junk prices over there.
It's about, I'm just saying $190,000 investment roughly off the top of my head. I don't think it's, I think I did say 200,000 before, just because I was hoping that you guys would be interested in buying one good crop with it as well at the same time. Because the costs that are on there are very old as well.
Another payment first year, so.
But like,
You
if
could do
you
like
like look into financing.
You could do a lease purchase over a period of years, or, you know, something creative.
They have options right through Braun. I think I've sent that stuff to you.
We've used those in the past.
Well, who we use with the fire truck?
That was, Indiana.
Because they use the best.
But yeah, we'll check.
We may get them nailed on that.
If we say yes on a new one, at 6 months before we see it,
Well, 6 months build time.
okay.
So we all won't see it probably for 6 months. But so here you're welcome to.
I was just curious when it would be delivered, if it had 6 something or 6.
They give you a 6-month build time, so our squad will probably be done in
With that,
winter, December, January.
Good time to break it.
You get that option.
And you guys are welcome to come see our new squad. It's kind of the same thing.
I know there's
A
two
lot
different
of
Same setup, same everything.
Did you have it ever checked?
As a matter of fact, your same
Well,
setup, same
Yes,
everything.
they actually, there's been a lot of passion contracts, so it's entirely up to you two.
Well, we
So,
just voted to reinstate it.
okay, so we actually missed it 6 weeks out. The 13th, right now, you want to, sign away. What did we decide to do about advertising? Oh, we're going to executive session to talk about that.
Can I, and I don't know if it needs to come from you or tonight, I have a question or comment.
Pass that back, we,
Is it possible to
wait
give
for it, 'cause I
the
hate for you to-
sheriff's
I
office
hate for you to
the
see it.
code? So
It's
if
so
they're
bad.
in the area, if they're,
Jason,
Because there's narcotics here. And you don't want that department.
She get paid and a vacation.
You
Yeah,
divide the
Said
department
yes,
over
right, though.
Board of Pharmacy and you have it. You're done.
it's just, I've done a ride along with one of the sheriffs,
they
and
would.
they actually,
They
in
was gonna be
township,
cheaper next
they
week.
were
I get it.
allowed
I
in there
know.
to go to the restroom.
Yep.
That
Most
way I
are-
can also double check.
So what else do you have,
Make
Doug?
sure everything's safe.
Oh, no.
That's a bad idea.
before we move on.
Because if narcs come up missing, anyone's been in, it's under investigation.
Now, I'm assuming, I don't know, but if I go to buy a new truck, there's 50 sitting up there to look at. How do we pick the options for a new squad?
That's gonna be the question is because everybody has
Everybody's gonna have
their,
an opinion. I have no opinion 'cause I don't know what it is.
every fire department in Licking County, if they wrote specs for a new medic unit, you know what they do? They'd all write them different, because everybody has their thing.
I'll make that easy for you. You get with me and I will take you through Hanover's new medic and I'll show you why things are where they're at.
Okay.
How's that?
But you don't have to take me, you
Well,
have to take
I don't
somebody.
need- no, I'm just asking in
Because
general.
I couldn't care less if it comes to.
Because you can show me and I have no clue what it means, so I don't do
There's just
that.
easier layouts than other types of layouts.
Everybody has their preference, is what I'm saying. I mean, it's just like whether you buy a Ford or you buy a Chevrolet.
What do you buy it for?
Well,
The only thing wrong with that is Fords are about $10,000 more expensive.
there's a reason for that. Okay.
Except for that 6.0 that in these.
Go ahead.
Had a bad few years there.
Okay, well, the records request that's been made. Triple, huh?
Is it blowing cold air?
Okay.
Just take that pipe off the back.
That-
Printed these off, I read over email, just to make sure that you guys all got
Go
that.
ahead, what do you have?
And then this
I just
request
wanted
came
to say
through.
again, to try to remind residents to have the reflective numbers on their mailboxes and stuff. I did get those put back online,
It's
so,
a big issue.
but it,
The fire department sold them as a fundraiser.
and that's something that I would like to see
I'm sorry.
somebody take
Okay,
in.
they make these to
Home
you
Depot.
or?
You can buy them for $10.
Home Depot has them.
I mean, I had
Okay,
some
so they have
myself,
someplace to
but I
send
just
them, or
would like to.
way
Should
to
have
get a hold of them, or?
should have that
Make
information
it out
in the
there.
I don't
first
know.
hour.
I don't know
It's not
if Hanover sells them or
And I
not.
know you had
And it was just a
problems
very
finding
short
one
period of
tonight
time.
that was
Very
very
Okay,
little.
what's that one?
And so I did make that suggestion, just go back.
They went,
I've done it for
it's been
years.
years.
It falls on deaf ears.
Cause I mean, look how many mailboxes.
I've got one more staffing question. You're here from 8 to 8.
8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday.
How many runs come in after 8?
I would
Any
have to look
idea?
that up.
The only problem is, there's only, all we can speak for him there, there's only so much money to go around, there's so many hours you can staff for the money that we're giving them, you can't expect them to staff, so.
I'm saying
The
if we
problem
gave
is-
him a little bit more, could we go to like 10 if that catches 10% more of the runs, or?
If you guys would appropriate more money, I will make something happen. It's all about how the money wants to be appropriated. I can get you 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, every day if you want, but it's all about money.
Excuse me, I don't understand. Is that, are we just talking about this fire station?
Yes, ma'am.
But if somebody dials 911 at midnight, they're still going to get
Oh,
the
yeah.
EMT, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's,
Well, I know it depends on who you listen to.
Just my experience, I'm not saying anything bad, but when they were staffed here, there's at my house in 5 minutes. When they came out of Hanover, it took about 10 minutes.
You can't pick and choose when people are gonna get sick is the problem, and if you decide you wanna do it from 10 to 10, then what'll happen is the runs will come in at 9 o'clock in the morning instead of 10 o'clock at night, I mean.
There's no easy, someone would tell you there's an easy answer to that, but there's not.
Okay.
I didn't know if we could look back,
Paid staffing.
if we could look back, 10% of the runs come from 8 to 10 p.m. or.
I have done that, I just don't remember off the top of my head. I wanna say the afternoon time was fairly,
Yeah, there's
I don't like
So
that.
those,
You have
She just
them.
There's gotta be a reason. gotta
I just wanna make sure that you got
obviously
it,
that's
because
right.
I was aware of, was the only reason I
We
was
did this
on.
between like 3 and
Because,
6.
but I did, no,
It's
yeah,
about
that's everything that I was aware of.
That's
That's
road
just-
department too.
If you want to think of it that way, it's about what's the benefits and stuff, I don't know.
It's the same thing we had for Franklin Township for Marion. We
About
did a
that
little bit
both my
already because we
situation.
needed their help when we get Butler,
You
so.
know, it can make a difference.
That's the same thing that he sent me that we had with Franklin Township except that, with Marion. And it helped us quite a bit with them coming and helping us because it took us, about 3 hours and 15 minutes to do that whole road, so. The extra help. So we weren't there very long.
Just one last thing, Mayor. I still know there's people that are not happy about the transition, if you want to call it that, but we got 1 year left. The smartest thing we can do is work together, do a good job, quit hating, quit talking about people on Facebook, quit taking pictures of my guys with your cell phones, and be a part of something positive. We're doing it for the citizens. Plain and simple. So, hate us if you will, but we're still gonna be on the street. Well, you know, when I took over this, I never told any of you guys I was perfect. Okay? So, I've done my best and
Thank you. I make a motion to accept the road equipment lease agreement between Marion Township and Madison Township.
I'll second.
So are we going to account for hours and stuff back and forth, or is it
Just
just
say
one
the
of these?
same way we do.
The only thing that this year anyhow, the only thing they're gonna do is use that patcher, they don't have anything else we have, they have backhoe, about the truck, road grader, and they've got everything. The only thing that we're even gonna be doing is they help us do that chip seal and they're using the patcher, that's what
I'm
I'm
just sitting
going
here,
to
I'm just sitting
So
here.
do we,
I would feel,
And next year, if they help us do the chip seal we do next year, then we might go up there and help them do a little bit of that, I told them like. But other than that,
to amend that to cross out the things that they don't need?
well, actually, we need to add the things that we're gonna need. So it actually says the bucket truck and the Durapatcher, but, you know, here one of these days, if we ever get it advertised, we're gonna get rid of the bucket truck, so we don't
Well, I
have
think
no
we're
need
waiting
to
to
do.
advertise it till we get it certified, I think is what my understanding was.
When's that happening?
I just amended it. Changing my motion, make a motion that we enter into this agreement with Marion Township. Make available the following road maintenance equipment to Marion Township: bucket truck, Durapatcher, and any other equipment that they may need. Based on, again, the recommendation of the prosecutor's office that we help each other. I don't think that this has to be ironclad because they've already put down the, opinion.
I went to their, last township meeting and they said they didn't have a problem, whatever we did. If we had trees down, maybe if we needed help or something, to call up there and they didn't care, whatever we wanted to do, so.
That was my
So, this thing is set up a resolution, so. New resolutions. For. Alright,
So are we gonna do any documentation other than this, as far as accountability of when our equipment's in Marion?
that's entirely up to you.
What have we been doing with Franklin Township?
They do their thing and everything gets done, so we haven't had any trouble with it. But if you wanna do something else, all you gotta do is decide what you wanna do, cause I don't know.
Jason, are you, willing to supervise that, to make sure they're not, misusing the equipment and that they're getting the equipment back and?
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, I pretty much told them when we were at the meeting, I mean, if they have our equipment, it's wrecked or tore up, that they're responsible for it, they need to make sure that their insurance covers it, so. Like I said, they're not gonna have trucks, they're not gonna have any of that stuff, I think they're gonna have some patcher, and we hope they'll have the chip seal, they're gonna have the roller and, stone box, because,
Can we get Becky to update that and correct it, take the words out that aren't part of the agreement?
well, I don't care. It's the same thing you have with Franklin Township, you wanna redo both of them, or? This one's probably actually gonna be less than, Franklin Township, because like I said, all we're gonna do is, probably is, they'll have that Durapatcher is the only thing they're gonna have, and we're actually making money off that anyhow, so. If we let 'em-
Can I take it tomorrow? I wanna table my motion. Can I take this tomorrow?
Yeah, the only thing is tell them if you can, they have a next year when he redoes it, and if there's any problems with it, because there's one thing about it. I mean, there's somewhere in there has to be a sentence that says that if any of us aren't happy with it, then we can cancel the contract, so. But they came and helped us that one day. We did all the chip seal, and we had to do it one day, because we had the other two people helping us, so. Made it go a lot
We
faster.
can't enter into a contract with them by next Monday, though, we won't have it approved yet.
No, but what I'm saying is, if you get it, their meeting won't be for another month. If you get it, I'll go get their signature, they'll sign it.
I'll go and then we'll sign
And
it.
then I'll keep it, and then at our next meeting, then we'll sign it, it'll be done, that's what I'm saying. Otherwise, it'll be after the next meeting again, so.
But I really believe that in the meantime,
They
if
can
they
use
wanna
it,
help
but-
us and we wanna help them, then we are covered because of what the,
Yeah,
I
for
revised
shared
code
service.
because of the shared service, so this isn't stopping anything from
No,
happening.
they're actually, they did a little bit of patching, and they came and helped us, so. So, yeah, that's the only thing I'm saying.
Make sure you
I'm
put that in minutes, based on the shared agreement that
These
if
guys
you
are
got
gonna
from
do
the person,
chestnut
they
brush
can
development.
we can still do shared services. Tell the contractors.
Have him, just have him send it, I mean, he'll email it to all of us, but.
Yeah.
My printer's on the fritz, so somebody's gotta get it in a hard copy, or I have to get my printer before I can get it off my computer, so. Yeah, they're having
Looks
mail.
great.
Okay, they're printing it, that's mail it to me or something.
Okay, moving on.
Correspondence?
Correspondence.
It's 150 degrees.
It feels pretty good right here, but
Can you turn that around? So it faces this way?
no, I can't.
Hello, over here. So have you heard anything about the summer roads or?
It's top, there's some air in here.
It's still being monitored and they haven't got an answer as of probably 10:30 this morning. But you will notice, I
turned
guess
his
I
air
didn't bring
conditioning
that
on
up,
at
but
8
the
o'clock.
railroad crossing at Swans Road has been
If you want to hear
and
that,
they did Miller Ranch Road and
Say
that's what that one night I called you about a message.
Me? Yeah, I figured that after I talked to the railroad.
I was just gonna tell you to tell, because I didn't know for sure what they were gonna do, since it was in Bruce, she said they made it, said you Bruce, so. I was gonna tell you to tell Dave, so he can tell the people back here, he
Well,
did it.
they finally talked to her, and she said, you know, there's only one way, one out. So, they had to make it work.
And, well, Montgomery Road was done last summer, but then Cooking Valley Road is scheduled to be done. Hopefully, by the time school starts this year, it
It's awful.
is.
They're gonna do it.
This was the day.
I don't figure,
Too close, he had a bigger room.
I figure they'll put, fiberglass on it, so they agree, that's a track, truck trap.
Well, I got some pain.
Yeah, but probably is.
Doing my rods on the morning, from the nail or something.
Well, if you back the engines up, he's got it.
Here, you already know.
You've been a big fan of it.
So what is?
Yeah, I do that.
'Cause that's what's happening, there's so many people in here, it's just a
That's
body
just
heat from
another,
everybody.
that's we looked at that last time. It's just,
The chicken's
we
killing
were
them.
supposed to decide whether we
36
wanted
chickens in
to
there.
or not.
We gotta wait till it's cold out.
Big one.
Oh, I got one more thing too. I talked to Mrs. Humphrey up there.
Yeah.
And she wants to, go ahead and put that pipe in up there.
So what extent of work is the township gonna be doing? Cutting the driveway and putting the new pipe in?
That's it.
Think that's
And
gonna
she's gonna
happen?
take care of reconcreting her driveway?
She said she would.
She told me again,
She
she,
told
Yeah,
us in here
yeah,
too.
that's right. I just kinda wanna make sure for the record, there's no question.
I told her that we didn't do the concrete, so. Before we did it, it's, we measured it and, it's, gonna take 5 sections of pipe, 100 feet, it's $420 a foot, that's where I told her it was $420. And then we need to get on that part of that stuff we've been talking about, decide what we're gonna do about those
Yep, that's right.
before anybody else asks, so we have a plan.
I think
But it
that's.
was hard to say no to her when we did the one across from our house, since she already asked, we
Well,
haven't done
both
anything yet.
sides did up, and we did in front.
No,
Across
we
the
didn't do
street.
it.
We
didn't do
did.
it. No, we just put one piece of pipe in the
Oh, no,
driveway.
we didn't. We went up
Yeah.
there and they had that
make that motion.
I'll second it.
I'll ask a couple questions before you end up in the executive session.
Yes.
Is the tanker paid for? Is the backhoe paid for? The bucket truck's not sold yet. Do we have the exit audit report?
So, I've never seen one.
Oh, I don't know, did we get the exit audit report from the?
She's not
Women
coming.
recycle it.
No, it's got gum in the middle of it. See? So it's.
Someone might want that. Someone might want
Request that
that.
when we get it, or?
I'm gonna meet with Dave Gibbs next week, I'll ask him.
I don't think they actually do. There's,
No,
okay,
he's got it.
It's actually online, I checked, but I wasn't aware that they had released it, I mean, as far as sending it out to the township for our own personal copy.
Does anybody know why Mark's not here?
somebody told me when they come in that day, he had surgery or something. Who told me that?
So it's been moved and seconded to enter executive session to discuss employment issues, is that correct? Yes?
Yep.
We're gonna be in executive session for a few minutes. We just done in just a few minutes, I don't see it taking very long, so.
Really?
Huh? Oh, I'm sure not.
So if you
Oh,
want,
wait, we go out?
yeah, you can't stay.
Howdy.
That's what I was trying to
I thought
say
you guys
nicely.
went, I thought you guys went over there last time, I know you did.
I was trying to be kind about it, but. Excuse me.